Hey, what's good, YouTube? It's the No Games. Today, I'm doing something special for y'all. It's sort of like a series, or whatever you want to call it, like I don't know the word. I'd say a series, but this is part one of what I'm going to call the GX series. Now, I think Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, the show, would probably be my favorite show, aside from the original one. So what I'm going to do... What the heck just went over there? Alright, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try and make all the decks on the GX series. What is going on? Got no clue. But I'm going to try and make all the GX series decks. So first we're going to start with one of my personal favorites, and that's Chumley's deck, which is like the koala thingamabob. It's pretty fun. So let's go ahead and start out with the deck. 3 big koalas. This is this is actually pretty easy to go into because you play the nimble mamangas and the hyenas and stuff like that, and you don't have to really go into it. You can use it for the fusion summon, which is the next part, and that is Desk Kangaroo. And this is an effect monster. Pretty much this is the only normal monster in the deck. It's Big Koala. But Desk Kangaroo, if the attack of a monster that attacks this monster is lower than the defense of this card, destroy the attacking monster. Damage calculation is applied normally. So that's Desk Kangaroo. The next card is Desk Koala. It's more like a burn card. It's got an okay defense. But when it flips, you inflict 400 points of damage to your opponent's life points for each card in their hand. So, if you're playing against like an Exodia deck that draws a lot, or a deck that draws a lot in general, this card's pretty good. Desk Wombat is very good. If you're playing like a burn deck, you summon this, and no damage can be dealt to you by a card effect. As long as this card remains at face on the field, any damage to you from a card effect becomes 0. Gyaku Gyre Panda, one of my personal favorites. Why? Because this card's attack increases for each monster on your opponent's side of the field. And when this card attacks with an attack that is higher than the defense of your opponent's defense position monster, inflict the difference as damage to your opponent's life points. The next card, Hyena. When this card is destroyed by battle at the grave, special summon any number of hyenas from your deck. So, it's good for tributing, good for stuff like that. Or it's just good for attacking. Or, I don't play any Exceeds in this deck, but if you wanted to play this deck with Exceeds, it would work out a lot better. Because you can go into Leviathan Dragon, or Zen Mains, or something like that. The next, Kangaroo Champ. A monster that battles with this card is changed defense after damage calc. So he's just in there for, like stalling yourself another turn. So like you could set it, and then when they attack, their monster switches to defense. So that's pretty good. It's just a good stall turn. Next, Magi Gyre Panda. Each time a beast monster on the field is destroyed, this card gains 500 attack permanently. So that's pretty good. So, of course, if you had this on the field and your hyena was destroyed, this would gain 500. Special summon 2 more if they were destroyed. He gains 500 more. Same with Nimble Mamanga, which I play at 3. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent in the grave, gain 1,000 life points, and special summon from your deck Nimble Mamangas in face down defense. So, of course, it's a beast deck. So pretty much you gain more 500 for Magi. Onto the spells. 3 Beast Fangs. This card's, it's just a good equiption card to boost over your opponent's attack points. This card can be used to gain, or this deck can be used to gain a lot of life points. So of course, Dien Quieto, the Cure Master, just to increase your life points, give yourself a few more turns. 2 Fusion Gates if you can't draw the polymerization. Can't even say the darn thing. You can use this to fuse into Master of Oz. 2 Fusion Sage will to search out the polymerization. 2 Gaia Power, increase all Earth because pretty much every single card in this deck is Earth except from the Desk Koala. 2 Poison Fangs. I personally like this card. You can play Poison Fangs, use Gaiaku Gaia, attack over. They take, when this card attacks, that is higher, yeah. So pretty much your opponent would be taking a lot of life points. Plus the 500 from Poison Fangs when they destroy, each time a beast monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent. So Gaiaku's pretty good. And then 2 polymerizations. So for the extra deck, we have 3 Master of Oz. Master of Oz, he doesn't have an effect, but he's a big beater. He's got 4,200 attack points and 3,700 defense. Now that is pretty gay. And it's easy to go into. All you gotta do is fuse a big koala and a desk kangaroo. And boom, you got him. So this is Chumley's koala deck. I will be getting, which one? I'll do Cyrus's next. I'll do Cyrus's gyroid deck. And then after that I'll do Jaden's. And I'll just keep going, like with Zane Truesdale, what's his name? I forgot his name, jeez. Crowler, Professor Crowler. And so on and so forth. So, this is that deck profile, so see you later.